Okay, for just a second, forget the lead singer, forget that epic guitar solo. Let's talk about the real secret ingredient, the force that powers pretty much every piece of music you love. Seriously, think about it. You know that moment in your favorite song, the beat drop, when the energy just absolutely explodes. What is actually driving that feeling?
Or how about this? Picture a massive battle scene in a movie. What's that sound that makes your heart start pounding? That thundering, clashing noise that builds up all the tension.
Well, the answer to both is percussion. It's the heartbeat. It's the backbone. It is the rhythm that literally makes you want to move. And today, we're diving into the huge world behind that beat. So, here's the deal. Every single percussion instrument out there, no matter how wild it looks or sounds, belongs to one of two big families. You can think of them like two rival teams. You've got Team Skins and you've got Team Solids. Now, the official definition is that percussion is anything that makes a sound when you hit it, shake it, or scrape it. I mean, this is basically the oldest kind of music there is. People have been banging on stuff to make a rhythm for thousands and thousands of years. And the difference between the two teams is actually super simple. The first family, the Membranophones, are pretty much all the drums. They've got a stretched skin or a membrane that you hit. The other family, the Idiophones, well, they don't have a skin at all. Their entire body vibrates to make the sound. So like hitting the top of a bongo drum, that's a membranophone. But when your phone or your game controller buzzes, the whole thing vibrates. That's kind of the idea behind an idiophone. So let's start with Team Skins. We're going to go on a quick world tour and meet some of the most famous membranophones on the planet. First stop is West Africa to meet the incredible djembe. This drum has this really cool, distinct goblet shape, and it's played with just your bare hands. What's so amazing is that depending on where you hit the skin, like in the middle versus on the edge, you can get this huge range of sounds, everything from a really deep bass sound to a sharp, high-pitched slap. All right, next up, let's head all the way over to Japan to meet a real giant, the taiko drum. These drums are just famous for their sheer power. They are often absolutely massive, and they're played in these incredible group performances with thick wooden sticks called baki. It's as much about the amazing visuals and the intense energy as it is about the sound itself. So what exactly are these drum skins made from? Well, that's actually changed a whole lot over the years. See, the traditional way was to use animal hides, from goats or cows, but they had one big weakness: the weather. If it got humid or cold, the skin would stretch or shrink, and that would totally throw the drum out of tune. But today, most drum kits you see use synthetic plastic heads. They are way more stable and durable, so the drum sounds the exact same whether you're playing in a hot, sweaty club or a freezing cold stadium. Okay, time to switch gears and check out the other team, the Idiophones. Now remember, these are the instruments where the whole body makes the sound. No skins allowed in this club. You definitely know this one. It's a classic you'll find in pretty much every school music room, the xylophone. Right, so the xylophone has wooden bars, and each one is cut to a very specific length to create a different note when you hit it. You've probably also seen its bigger cousin, the marimba. See those long tubes underneath? Those are called resonators, and they basically act like tiny speakers for each note, making the sound way louder and giving it a much richer, warmer tone. What's really cool about idiophones is just how many different ways there are to play them. You can strike them, like a gong or a cymbal, you can shake them, like maracas, or you can even scrape them, like an instrument called a gyro, to get that cool rhythmic scratching sound. And this family is just huge. You've got cymbals for those classic crashes, gongs for those deep, epic sounds, maracas to get a party started, and the tambourine, which is cool because you can either shake it or hit it. So many different sounds, and they all come from the body of the instrument itself. Okay, so we've met Team Skins and we've met Team Solids. Now let's see what happens when you put them all together in the ultimate rhythm section. In an orchestra, the percussion section is kind of like the special effects department. I mean, yeah, their main job is to keep the beat, but they do so much more than that. They add color and mood, from the little twinkle of a triangle to the deep rumble of a timpani. And of course, they provide those huge sound effects, the epic cymbal crashes and the booming bass drum hits that you can feel in your chest. But percussion is so much bigger than just a concert hall. All around the world, these instruments are a core part of culture. They're used in festivals, in ceremonies, and just big social gatherings.
In some places, they even used complex drum rhythms to send messages over long distances. It was like an early version of texting.
So, if there's one thing you take away from all this, it's this. Percussion instruments, whether they're membranophones with skins or idiophones that use their whole body, are the ones creating the powerful, fundamental rhythms that drive not just our music, but our cultures all across the globe.
And that leaves me with just one last question for you. If you had to pick a single percussion sound that perfectly captures your personality, would it be the sharp crack of a snare drum, the deep boom of a bass drum, the shimmer of a cymbal? What would you be? Think about it. Thanks for hanging out with me today.